It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Firestone Walker and Beavertown, and it's a can of their Westside Beavo India Pale Lager coming in at 6.5% ABV. Love the artwork on this can, absolutely fantastic. It's the Beavertown skeletons with the lion there and the bear of the Firestone Walker label. Love it. Let's get this can out into a glass and see what we get. Ho-ho! Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. The beer is available from beersofeurope.co.uk, the largest online beer store in the UK, with a fantastic range of beer from all around the world. British beer, American beer, German beer, Belgian beer, French beer, Brazilian beer, Mexican beer, you name it, they've generally got it on beersofeurope.co.uk. Check out the link in the description box of the video. But on with the review. It's a one finger white head. Good levels of carbonation rolling up the glass. It's very clear beer. Light golden amber colour. As I mentioned, that carbonation is nice and evenly spread out. It was brewed at Firestone Walker, so the guys from Beavertown would have gone over to Firestone Walker and brewed this beer. Beavertown, if you don't know, they're based in Tottenham in London. Aroma on this beer. Smells really good. Nice and hoppy, nice and citrusy. And it's what I call a kind of a dryness in there, in the lager aroma, with a little bit of lemon. A touch of spice. It smells really good. Let's dive in. Cheers. I'm really happy with that. Boom! Stone the Crows! Stone the Crows. What an incredible beer. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I went into a bar in Cardiff about a month or so ago, and I seen this, and of course bar prices are very different from online bottle shop prices. Yeah, it's a lot more expensive to buy a beer in a bar, so I chose not to buy it. And the other reason why I didn't buy it was the bar manager said, people seem to think this beer is a mixed bag. They're not quite sure on it. It's not selling very well. So I thought, that's really strange for a Firestone Walker beer, and it's very strange for a Beavertown beer. But, let me give you the but. This was a craft beer bar that is quite new. I don't think the barman had lots of knowledge. So I took his little comment, his few comments with a pinch of salt. It had old arcade games in there, and for £1 a go, and they had a mixture of beers. Some like mass-produced beers from big breweries, and then a smallish selection of craft beer. So, of course, when I had the opportunity to try this beer or order this beer from beersofeurope.co.uk, I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. Let's give my own thoughts on this beer. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's a cracker of a beer. Really easy drinking beer. Slightly kind of dry on the mouth, on the back of the palate there. Little bit of spice. Nice lager malts to begin with, and an incredible amount of, more than likely, American hops in the beer. Grapefruit, citrus, pine, nice bitterness. It's one of the best India Pale Lagers I've ever tried. Really, really decent. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. It's just made it really easy drinking. Very refreshing. And I like the bitterness. I like that kind of old school bitterness with this lager. It's got lovely, lovely kind of orange peel, as I mentioned, grapefruit, citrus, lemon flavours coming through. It's very much a lager first and foremost. Do you know, if I've seen this around a lot, even in a bar now, if I've seen this in the bar, I would buy it in the bar. I'd love to try this on keg. The can is wonderful. 6.5%. There's no real 6.5% in the alcohol in terms of tasting the alcohol. It's very well kind of hidden away there in the beer. I'm going to rate it. I can't understand. Well, of course I mentioned why I understood. But I'm pretty disappointed that this bar manager wasn't first on the beer. And I was probably based on his knowledge. He was probably thinking it tasted like a lager in a can. A regular lager. And of course, when he opened it and tried it, he probably thought, I don't understand why it's so kind of grapefruity and citrusy and bitter on the back end. You have to be involved in beer. Well, not necessarily. I'm sounding like a beer ponce now. But you have to have a little bit of knowledge to understand beers like this. And to understand that it's not a regular lager. And it has taste. But I really like it. Westside Bevo by Firestone Walker and Beavertown. What a cracking beer. Let's rate it. Looks really good, smells really good, tastes fantastic. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Reload Craft Beer. One of the best hoppy lagers I've ever tried. I'm not... Of course, it's by two of some of the best breweries in the world. Beavertown and Firestone Walker. It's a match made in heaven. 9 out of 10. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.